Hey guys, what's good? What's your poppin'? This is your girl Blessings, and I am back. We're back again with another video. As you can see, my background is different from my previous videos. I'm really not liking the black, so I probably want to use it again. On top of that, I'm a little wrinkled back there, but anywho, if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if this is not your first time stopping by, thank you once again for stopping by to visit my channel. Like, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet done so, please feel free to push that subscribe button, push that bell for more upcoming videos. And so yes, like I said, I am Blessings. I am the CEO of an inspirational beauty brand called Blessings of Beauty, where we specialize in makeovers from the inside out, helping build confidence and self-image, starting with the foundation, which is self-love. Y'all, y'all, I'm so in love with what God is doing in my life. Like, can anybody testify with me? Like, I'm so grateful for all of the obstacles that he's moved, the obstacles that he's allowed me to jump over, and even those obstacles that he just allowed me to be in to fight through them. I'm grateful. Like, I'm so thankful. But God, like, he has brought me out and he is bringing me out. I have not arrived. None of us will never arrive, because every single day we should be striving to know and to learn more about ourselves, to know more about what God has in store for us and the purpose that he has for our lives. So each and every day is a practice for us. Each and every day is a practice for each and every day is a practice for us. It's a learning experience for us, and we should be spending the rest of our lives trying to figure out what we can do to make us better. Like, we need to learn how to be comfortable with the person that we are, the person that we were created to be. Like, I don't want to be nobody else. Like, I don't. My lighting is kind of messed up, but that little glow is like, my lighting is messed up. But anyway, we all need to just learn just to be comfortable with ourselves and the person that God has made us to be. Like, those things that we can change, let's work on them. Let's work on them. Let's set goals and let's get it done. Let's get it out the way. But those things that we cannot change, like, let's not stress about it. Let's learn to love and embrace those things about ourselves that we cannot change, and work on those things that we can change with love and with patience and with all understanding that no matter how it turns out, it's going to all work out for our good. And I'm in a place right now in my life where I'm learning and I'm understanding that more and more and more. I'm not saying that I don't worry sometimes. I'm not saying that sometimes I don't stress. I'm not saying that sometimes I don't get confused. But I don't meditate on those things, because I know that the outcome of every situation in my life is going to work out for my good. It's going to benefit me. It's going to work out on my behalf. Even those things that in the moment I don't understand. This little fly. I don't understand. And I'm just like, what is going on? When is this going to end? Like, even those moments when it's like, I can't do nothing but cry. I know that that's just a current situation that is being used to build up my strength and to build up my endurance, so I can be in those places where God wants me to be and not crumble and not crack. But at the same time, we have to remember that John 10:10 did say that the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy, but he came so that we may have a life and more abundant. And so even those things that aren't a God thing, the enemy will try to come in and will try to mess you up, jack you up, put all of these obstacles in your way and stop you and block you, and have these witches and these warlocks and these people that's praying against you and putting curses on you. Like, yes, it's real. It's real, y'all. And we need to learn about these things. We need to study about these things. We need to gain knowledge on these things because the enemy is real. The enemy is real. And everybody that tell you something isn't a prophet. Everybody that tell you something isn't a prophet. Everybody that come up to you and tell you something about yourself that nobody should have known but you and God, that don't make them a prophet. Witches are real. Warlocks are real. And we need to stay prayed up. We need to stay prayed up. But we also need to understand. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose itching. I'm scratching it because it itches. But and we need to understand that even in those moments, when you got people out here praying against you, Sally that you thought was your best friend, but she's secretly hating against you, hating on you, and praying that your business fail, praying that your marriage fail, praying that your ministry fail, praying that God don't call you any higher than what he already called you. Even in those moments, just trust and believe that God got you. God got you, because if he call you to it, he gonna call you through it. And even if it's something that, like I said at first, even if it's something that's not ordained by God, or something that he hasn't placed in your way to make you strong and to help you gain strength, guess what? You still gonna make it out, and you still gonna be stronger when you make it out, because he's gonna make sure that you make it out. He's gonna make sure that you make it out. Like he said that he wants us to have abundant life. He wants us to have an abundant life, y'all. Like, what? He ain't just, and more abundant. Ain't nothing normal about abundance. Like, that's over and beyond. He wants us to have peace. He wants us to have joy. He wants us to just fly. Like, he wants us to have those things in our life that's going to allow us to be happy, that's going to help us follow out our purpose. Because our whole purpose and our whole being is about God. It's about glorifying him. It's about doing those things that he called you, that he created you to do, so that he can get the glory, out of it. He wants us to have abundant life. Abundant life. That means we should be the lenders and not the borrowers. Like, we shouldn't always have to struggle, always have to worry, always have to stress, always have to be in a slump all the time. Because that's not having abundance. He wants us to have abundance of peace. I want to just be able to just bask in the glory of peace. Bask in the glory of joy. Okay? But we also have to remember that we all have an option. And we have to choose. We have to choose joy, y'all. Joy ain't just coming to us. We got to choose it. Because he said it in his word that we all will have trials and tribulations. So none of us is exempt. We all have to deal with human things. We all have to deal with different things because we're living in this world. But we have to choose to have joy in spite of. Choose to have joy in those moments when we want to give up. We want to throw in the towel. Even when we want to give people a few choice words. Like, we have to choose. Like, we really have to choose joy, y'all. In spite of your situations, in spite of your circumstances, in spite of your environment and what's going on around with you, you have to choose to have joy. We all can have joy. Like, nobody has to walk around sad and hurt and depressed. Now, I do want to say that there are people that really go through that really have mental problems and mental triggers and different things like that. But if you are not one of those people, and you are just one of those people who just allow anything to make you mad and upset and anything to break you, like, baby, sis, I've been there. A lot of us has been there. But it has to become a time when you understand and you realize that you have to choose joy, choose peace. You have to. And then you have to realize that there are some people that you are going to have to leave behind on this journey. Like, everybody is not meant to be in your life forever. But you also have to understand that there are some people that are meant for you to leave them for a season. And there are some people that are meant for you to leave. Leave them behind. Telling you love them, give them a hug, kiss them on the cheek, however you want to do it. But you gotta go, because allowing them to stay in your life is causing discomfort, it's causing pain, it's causing confusion, and it's stopping your growth. It's stopping you from walking in your path, walking in your purpose. It's stopping you. It's blocking your ears. Some of y'all can't. Some people can't even hear what the Holy Spirit has to say to them, because you got so many people in your ears. Your ears blocked. We got to start getting these people out of our ears, y'all. We got to start getting people out of our ears, because like I said, that my inspirational beauty brand is on inner and outer beauty, and not all of the outer beauty part is about the appearance, what you see when someone look at you. It's also about those things that we put inside of our bodies that shows on the outside, like sitting there entertaining the negativity that people is bringing in your life. They're sitting there blocking your ears, talking to you about things that is not even glorifying God, talking to you about things that has nothing to do with you, your life, or your purpose. We got some ear blockers in our lives that we need to let them go. The things that we allow in ourselves to see, the places where we go, the places that we are exposing ourselves to, that our eyes are watching, the things that we watch, the things that we're listening to, the music, the TV, the things that we just are allowing to consume our inner, to allow it to change who we are, that after a while it's going to start spilling on the outside, and it's going to become the new us. Some of us didn't let trials and tribulations and people change our character. And we're like, well, but that's not who they are. No, that's not who they was. That's not who they was, but that's who they are now. So now they have to pray, to fast and pray, and grab onto a new mindset to be able to change and work on and develop yourself to being the person that God has called you to be, created you to be. But we all should be fasting and praying anyway. We should be fasting, we should be praying, we should be staying in his word, we should be meditating on his word, meditating on his promises that he has for us in our lives. We should be spending time with ourselves. I know there are people who you would hear them always talk about, well, such and such, and when I needed them, they wasn't there. All I just want is their time. All I want is their attention. All I want is their love. All I want them to do is show me that they care. But have you ever took the moment out to think to yourself that all those things that you are asking from somebody else, if you gave them to yourself, you will be a much better person. You will be a much happier person. Don't worry about the negativity that people speak to you. Worry about the negativity that you speak to yourself on a daily basis. Worry about the job that you talked yourself out of, the interview that you talked yourself out of going to. Worry about those things that God has called you to do. Worry about those rooms and those doors that he's called you to walk into and kick down, but you talked yourself out of it. Lack of understanding, lack of confidence, lack of self-love, not lack of doubt, but self-doubt. Y'all, we have to start loving ourselves like we want our spouses to love us, like we want our parents to love us, like we want our friends to love us. Like, we got to start giving ourselves the attention and the love that we desire from other people. Because if we show them how to love us, show them how to care for us, then maybe, just maybe they'll follow up behind. And maybe they won't. But if they don't, it's okay. Because you loving on yourself. You spending time with yourself. You speaking those positive affirmations in yourself. Y'all. We on a journey. Life is a journey for all of us. We all have a story that is being written each and every day, every second of the moment. We are writing a story of our lives. And one day, we're going to be able to tell that story, whether it's to our children, our grandchildren, our loved ones, a stranger to the nation. Make sure that you are able to tell people that although I went through, although I struggled, although I cried, although I had this much faith, because of this much faith, y'all can cause great miracles to happen in your life. To cause God to tear down walls, blow away stumbling blocks, pick you up and carry you over mountains. Y'all, don't give up. The only way you lose is if you give up. So much can change from today to tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring us. We don't know what the next hour, I don't even know what's about to happen in a minute from now. Don't give up. Leave those people behind that are ear blockers, that are stopping you from hearing the things of God, that are eye blockers, that are stopping you from seeing out of your spiritual eye, that are causing you to be in bondage. You can't even walk into the marvelous light. You can't even walk. You can't even be victorious because of bondage. There are people that are in bondage and don't even know. They don't know why they're feeling the way they're feeling, why they're thinking the way they're thinking. Some people are under attack and they think they're going crazy. They don't even know that the enemy is after your purpose. They're after your dream. They want to stop you from carrying out the vision and the purpose that you were created for. You matter. I want everybody watching this video to know that you matter. Your authenticity matters. The person that you was born and created to be, you matter. We were all born with certain attributes. All of us. We were all born to love. Let that love start with ourselves first. Learn to love ourselves the way that God wants us to love ourselves. Learn what He says about us. Learn how precious you are to Him. Some people holding on to childhood hurt and childhood pain. Before I end this video, I want to encourage each and every person that is watching this video that are dealing with childhood wounds. I want you to allow yourself to be vulnerable and go back to that child in you and start to heal. Start the process of healing at that moment. And then go back. Go back to that child in you and allow yourself to heal. Fast and pray. Let go of some of those things that you don't really need anyway. Make a sacrifice. I'm learning each and every day. I do not have it all. I will never have it all. But when I tell y'all, I'm striving to be the best version of Ashley. That's my real name. The best version of Ashley that I can be. Y'all, I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up because the enemy is on my tail and he wants me dead for real. Because I make him sick. Because everything he tried to do, it didn't work. And there was a moment when I had him fooled because he thought he had me. Nobody but God brought me out. Nobody but God set me free. Nobody but God helped me put my full armor on because I was too weak to do it myself. But I trusted y'all. I had faith. I didn't give up. And that's my video. It's a long video, I know, but I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. If anybody want prayer, put in the comments below. If you don't have to be direct in what you want prayer for, you could just say, pray for me, sis, or pray for me, blessings, or pray for me, Ashley, or whatever, and I'll pray for you. I'll put my social media information on here because I'm now back on social media. I'll put my information down. You can DM me or you could email me or reach out to me on YouTube if you need prayer or anything, y'all. Like we are in this together. We're in this together. So I love y'all, and I want y'all to remember, y'all. Remember that if you can't see the beauty inside of yourself, it will be so hard to see the beauty inside of others. And until next time, peace. I'm out.